What's going on, guys? Wei Koh from Revolution here at Watches and Wonders 2023 in Geneva, welcoming Belamich Ross and Carlos A-Rosillo, co-founder of the brand, to Geneva for the first time. How are you, sir?
Very well. Yeah. When I see you every time, and to be here in Geneva sharing our passion.
That's amazing. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is this great new reference, the B05. Now, I didn't realize it, but this now occupies 50% of your global sales. Is that correct, sir?
Correct. We went from the niche, from the instrument, from the military aspect, from the cockpit to the wrist, to the civil world, into the city. And when you are in the city, you occupy a territory that is wider.
No, but it's phenomenal that you recently, I would say relatively recently created
Yes.
this watch, and it has become something that has captures the public's imagination so well.
It's the second icon of the brand.
And it's so nice on the wrist. And I love that you're able to express it in many different ways. So this golden skeleton version is fantastic. Carlos, what does a watch like this cost?
This is approximately between 5,000 and less than 10,000.
So it's a real value proposition as well for what you get.
Yes, yes. According to the material, according to sophistication of, but it's what we call for urban explorer,
right.
And it's a strong design which is similar to what we have been doing, but more for civil use. The one that I'm wearing with my blue suit.
This new execution with the golden skeleton is absolutely lovely, but I know you've got a rose gold one here as well with a green dial. Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, of course, when you go into higher proposition, you go into the gold, and we used to have the black, we used to have the blue. Now here's the green version with a beautiful dial, which puts in relieve all the golden aspect of the case.
Yeah, it's a really great combination. Okay, so I want to go from the B05 to the X5, which is a very exciting watch. Yes. Okay, because this version is featuring not just a forged carbon case, but also a Kenissi movement.
The manufacture is a long way. It's like a marathon, but we have been doing our first step on this marathon with manufacturer with some specific project, limited edition, the skull, the jumping hour from Vincent Calabrese, some tourbillon, etc. But it was always limited editions.
Right.
Here with X5, we combine the sophistication of the design, the powerful design of Bruno, with the sophisticated multi-material case, plus the Kenissi knowledge for the movement. A specific movement made for us with a 70-hour power reserve, with a cost certification, with a 5 years warranty, and with the indicator on the dial and the big date at 3 o'clock.
Fantastic. So I want to go from that to a watch that has captured a lot of the public's imagination, especially in France. So this watch, which is the public version of a watch that was created for the presidential security team, right? This is a BR03 GMT. They have a version of this watch, not exactly the same because their version is limited only for their use. Yeah. And then there is also the creation of one unique piece in their vintage watch that is for codename Vega, who is apparently, that's his codename for Emmanuel Macron, and that's been blowing up on social media, blowing up on the internet. Like, how did that come about?
Well, exactly the way Belamich Ross is behaving, going from professionals to the civil world. Initially instrument from the cockpit to the wrist, and then when we go into the civil world for urban explorer. This is what we have done from the civil security service to the big chief.
Fantastic. And then we've got two bronze watches that we'd like to talk about, and one of them is the Cyber Skull.
The rock and roll one.
It's a hell of a statement piece.
Yeah, it's a saga. The skull, we have been starting our first skull watch 2008 during the crisis. It was a demonstration of the power of courage. When you have strength and when you have courage, you want to move ahead. And this is what we have been doing with the first skull, and now probably the 10th edition. It's the Cyber Skull, much more modern, and with a modern execution and with the bronze execution.
And finally, let's talk about this lovely bronze diver. So I know this is a bronze that you use, this kind of stabilized bronze,
yes,
which doesn't patina so aggressively,
yes,
and has this beautiful color.
Yes. On the diver, bronze and diving fits perfectly because it's a natural material that is used for diving watches. And I love this combination of brown strap and all the bezel, all those colors that fits perfectly the diving watch, the bronze diving, and we are happy also to have been disclosing this collaboration also with Tara Foundation, which explored the oceans.
Carlos, welcome to your first Geneva. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure,
My
sir.
pleasure.
Take care, guys.